couple weeks ago I made this video, and you probably saw it because it did stupid fucking well for some reason. When I make a video in this style, I normally just do the one video and I'm done. However, with a topic such as this, I realized that there's a lot of like wiggle room for things that I might have missed, and oh my god, you let me know that. In between suggestions from friends and other comments and everything, I managed to find 44 more new modes of transportation, and I figured, hey, why not ride off with the tales of my success here? I can feel the 15 minutes of fame coming on rapidly. I need to take advantage of it while I still have it. So that's why today we're going to rank even more modes of transportation. We're going to continue our tier list, and we are going to fight God and kill him. All right, on to the rating shit, what you're here for. Go fuck off. Taxis. Taxi drivers in the city have a motherfucking death wish. I know that taxi driving is kind of a spectrum. There are some people who drive like normal-ish people, and then there's some people who are an imminent danger to themselves and others. Pretty gay. Vans. Vans are gonna put in homophobic, because the one time I was in one, there was not any free candy there, so that was false advertising. Stranger danger. Hardly know. Career-ending speedrun when I just started making money off this shit. Compact cars. We are gonna put those in homophobic simply because I have a vendetta. I am very happy that I have a vehicle now where I can sit up straight and my head is not touching the fucking ceiling. Muscle cars. Here we have, I think, is our third instance of someone compensating for something. I don't know enough about muscle cars as a thing. Let me look some shit up. An American-made two-door sports coupe with a powerful engine. Is it a coupe or is it a coup? I'm guessing coupe is the car, and then coup is when you overthrow the government. Man rules, worst coup ever, asked to go to jail. I'll probably give it a bit fruity. A little bit showy, but overall pretty standard. What I imagine is pretty standard. I don't know, I'm not a car fuck. Scooter. Hardly know her. Scooters we're gonna put, let's put scooters in straight. I feel like if you ride scooters, like you're like owning your shit. You're a king and you know it. You slay pussy on the reg. Actually, I guess it depends on the brand of scooter. I don't know much about brands of scooters. Is like that kick flips thing? What am I talking? You know what I'm talking? Hold on. Ripstick. That's what I'm thinking of. Well, that's more of a skateboard. I mean, scooters wish they had the swagger of a ripstick. Actually, you know what? That's gonna be okay. Ripstick we're gonna put into flaming real quick. Scooters are gonna put into a bit fruity. Skateboards I will probably put into pretty gay, but the problem is that I want to lump longboards into it because they're pretty similar. And longboards are flaming as shit. I have not met a person who regularly like rides a longboard to places that was not the most chill, down-to-earth motherfucker to ever live. I don't think they have a homophobic bone in their body, even if they tried. If we're sticking rigidly with skateboards, I don't know. I feel like that should count. I mean, at least to my dumbass, I don't know the difference between a skateboard and a longboard. If I've been recording this whole time, I really hope I have. I have. Okay, good. Now, snowboards. Snowboards are also going to put into flaming for the reason that I brought up in the sports video. You're riding on something long and hard, going down a bunch of white stuff. The joke practically writes itself. Now, snowmobiles. I don't know why I did that dramatic pose. I have no idea for snowmobiles. Snowmobiles are pretty, let's go with straight. There's more separation between you and the white stuff. There's the motor, there's some other things in snowmobile. What is a snowmobile? I would say snowmobiles are significantly less gay than snowboards. We're gonna go with straight. Now skis, right back up the flaming. Skis are, I don't know. If we use basic arithmetic, I think if you use skis, you're even closer to the snow than on snowboards because you're on like different things. So because of that, I want to put it above flaming, but I don't have a tier for that. So for the first time ever, above flaming, we're gonna put global warming. I realize this makes absolutely no sense considering that they're really only useful when there's snow, but fuck you, my video. Skis cause global warming, send tweet. Heelys are gonna give straight because Heelys fuck hard. I use Heelys to escape my feelies. Roller skates are gonna put into homophobic because they belong one tier below Heelys. I feel myself getting into the rhythm. I think it's time I put the backwards cap on. Hell yeah, baby. That one motorcycle / helmet sent to me on Blue Sky. I don't actually remember what this is. Hold on. Oh yeah, this person sent me a photo of their motorcycle and their helmet. See, the problem is that the actual motorcycle looks pretty, like, we'll go between like straight and a bit fruity, but the helmet does add a lot. A bunch of anime women, I see you are a man of culture. Although your bio says that you are male and the helmet is covered in women, I do appreciate that we are all human sticker and the showiness of the whole thing, so we are gonna just nudge that up into a bit fruity. Bing, bang, boom. Escalators. Mayonnaise on an escalator! It's going upstairs, so see you later! Mayonnaise is great. I wish escalators are real. I mean, you ride up, you ride down. It's a smooth ride. I take an elevator every day I go to the office and no one knows the etiquette and it drives me insane. Escalator, we're gonna give pretty gay. Elevators, I kind of want to give flaming just because if you speed up the motion of an elevator, it's very, you know, limos gotta be at least pretty gay. Motherfuckers be showy as shit. That's the whole thing that they're designed to be for do. RVs, we are gonna say, I don't actually know enough about RVs, like in general. I mean, they're cool, I guess. Seems like a very straight kind of vacation. Yeah, we'll do straight. Ambulances are homophobic, straight up. Well, actually, hold on. If we're talking American ambulances, we're gonna go with homophobic. If we're talking about anywhere else in a first world developed country, I'd say pretty gay. Cop cars, I'm tempted to put in homophobic, but because I've heard the lights on the top referred to as cherries and berries, I'm gonna put it in a bit fruity. Fire truck. One of my favorite memes of all time is the meme where it says, what starts with uff and ends in uck, and it's a photo of a fire truck, but then the bottom just says fuck. Every time I think about that image, it's the closest I ever get to inner peace with myself. My roommate does shit with fire trucks, and he is straight as shit. But at the same time, the hose violently gushing out liquid is the pretty... You know, bunch of different metrics to consider. I'm gonna settle on the baseline, bit fruity. Drift car. What's the difference between this and a NASCAR? Okay, drift car, you're supposed to slide the car sideways. So I guess they're a lot less grippy? I mean, if they're less grippy, already we're like knocking it down a peg. Oh, it says here that there's more weight in the rear. Drift car's got a big fat booty. Because of that, we're gonna put it in a tier above wherever I put NASCAR. Tractor. Hardly know. I feel like we need to beef up the homophobic section a little bit, so we're gonna put tractor in the homophobic. Forklift. The word forklift has become so rotted by memes for me that I don't even, like when I think of forklift, I don't even think about the actual vehicle anymore. I just think about like the one memes where it's like, Billie Eilish just turned 18. That means she's allowed to be legally forklift certified. You know, like that's the shit that I think of. And that brand of really fucked up brain rot humor I find is pretty common among the gays trademark. I'm not sure if I will put this on its own merits, but let's call it pretty gay. Bulldozer. Hardly. I know what a bulldozer actually is, but I like to imagine that it's something that like makes a bulldoze, like it just makes a bovine creature sleepy. That is the dumbest thing I've ever said. I should cut that out actually. Now listen, as weird as it's gonna sound, if I ever had to take a piece of construction machinery on a date, I'd want it to be a bulldozer. I'm gonna be honest, I need someone to handle me the way that a bulldozer handles this rock. So because of my own projection, we're gonna put that into pretty gay. Freight trains. Watch me Google something about freight trains and then just have the AI thing tell me a freight train is a train that hauls freight. Controversial choice. Freight train is giving me homophobic vibes. I don't know what it is. Something about the design that I just looked up. It looks so like old-timey, almost like dictatorish. I don't know. It's weird. It's putting me off. Yeah, freight trains are going into homophobic. My bad, G. Steam train. Is that like a Thomas the Tank Engine thing? Or Thomas the Tank trains, the steam trains? Oh yeah, these fuckers. All right. We'll go with straight. Seem friendly enough. Nothing big to signal any kind of fruitiness. I am tempted to give it homophobic because the conductor person in Thomas the Train Engine looks terrifying. Actually, has anyone thought about how weird it is that it's called Thomas the Tank Engine? Like, does he have the engine of a tank inside of a train? I don't know anything about trains. Someone who's hyperfixated on that shit can correct me. I don't care. Funicular? Despite having fun in the name, this looks boring as shit. It looks like the ski lift's adopted brother trying to live up and gain its parents' approval. We're gonna put it a tier below ski lift. I don't actually remember where I put ski lift the first time, but sailing boats. There was someone in the comment section who was very passionate about the fact that although I listed like 5 or 6 different types of water vehicles, I didn't specifically bring up like boats with like sails on them. I forget entirely who you are, so this is your fault. I just kind of figured out of the boats that I listed, some of them would have sails. I didn't realize there was a separate category. Let me look this shit up. A lot of the results I'm finding are for yachts. Are there any sailboats that aren't yachts? Some of them can be pretty showy, but I'm not getting that vibe for a lot of them. We're gonna say a bit fruity. Horse. The outfits of the people who ride horses are so gay. I say we take it all the way to the top. Flaming, baby. Roller coasters. Homophobic. I fucking hate roller coasters. Let me tell y'all a story. I have never wanted to go on a roller coaster growing up. Absolutely always avoided it. I never wanted it. That amount of adrenaline just really did not need to be combined with the anxiety I already had at that age. But finally, I said, fuck it. Let's try it. Let's go on a roller coaster. However, as previously mentioned, I am too tall to exist. So I go in and I sit down, and on the way up, I got my knees just crammed in as well as I freaking can, and then I got a Charlie horse in this leg. So I spend the entire roller coaster just like clutching my leg, screaming not out of joy but out of pain as I'm just whipped around like stupid level quick. And yeah, I haven't been on a roller coaster since then. All that to say, I have a personal vendetta against roller coasters. Even when I was on a roller coaster before, that wasn't trying to make me amputate my leg. I don't know. Everyone screams and shit, but I just kind of sat there. I was just like, damn, this is a lot. I can't wait for it to stop. Amphibious car. What the fuck is an designed to operate on both land and water? Shit was designed in the 1770s? Okay, so it can go on both land and water. So you're telling me it's a switch. We're gonna put that in a bit fruity. It is quite badass, but I do want to reserve the upper tiers for the things that really deserve it, which I don't think this one does. It looks very run-of-the-mill, other than the fact that it is a very switch. Segways. Did I already do segways? I thought I did that one earlier. Did it show up? Did I write it down twice? Whatever. Segways, we're gonna put one above scooters. Unicycle. That I think that's global warming territory, actually. I cannot think of any shit more showier than just showing how much like dexterity and agility you have to be able to ride on just one balance point. Because Lord knows I can't fucking do that. I remember a few years ago, I remember a few years ago I went camping with a few friends and I ended up having to just like ride the bitch seat in the boat at all times because whenever I would try to paddle, it didn't matter what I did or how I shifted myself. I always ended up just flipping it over. Shit sucked. Hovercrafts. I kind of did hovercrafts in the last one, like the hoverboard, but I think this is referring to like actual like full size thingies. Come to think of it, there was another Tom Scott video that had a hovercraft in it. That one I think was like you went around and like serving beer and shit, but like in the hovercraft. Am I stupid? Hold on. My unlicensed hovercraft bar is technically legal. Perfect. That is very Chad shit. Super duper cool. Calling it straight. Airboat. I need to look up what the fucking airboat is because I feel like I'm tripping. A flat-bottomed watercraft propelled by an aircraft type propeller and powered by either an aircraft or automotive engine. Okay, so it's really just a boat but with some like aircraft mechanics in it. I thought you were about to tell me that this boat could fly. I think I have yet to put a water-based vehicle on homophobic. Put it there. Paramotor. These motherfuckers really put a motor on a parachute. Honestly, fuck it, why not? No gods, no masters. Once again, this shit fucks. It is such a left of center weird idea that I don't know. I think I have to give it pretty gay. It's gotta be up there. It's gotta be up there. Killdozer. Hardly. I don't think anyone recommended this one. This is purely my fucked up mind. Honestly, Killdozer is the kind of energy I want to have. The Killdozer is so fucking badass, dude. Motherfucker spent so long just like lining everything to make this shit just completely indestructible. No one even managed to catch him. At all. Motherfucker's tirade did not end until he destroyed the government buildings he wanted to. That shit was lit. Trying to overthrow the government? Pretty flaming. Let's go. Beluga Airbus. Look at this shit. If this shit is not the most flaming, actually global warming, it's gonna go up there. This shit is so ridiculous and I fucking love it. I think on my bucket list is going to be being in this vehicle at some point. There's even a Beluga XL, hello? Oh, look at him. He looks so polite. Good shit, good shit. That one screw-propelled ATV the Soviets made to rescue astronauts. I have no clue what the fuck this is. So it's designed in the 1960s for the challenge of recovering cosmonauts who landed in inaccessible areas, such as remote swamplands or forests. Oh, it's an amphibious truck. We got another switch. Oh, these look so cute. What the fuck? They look very adorable. We're gonna say a bit fruity. Axle's vehicle from Twisted Metal Black. Nothing seems straighter to me than just being the fucking literal Axle. It makes sense. Motherfucking named Axle literally is an Axle in his own vehicle. Pretty pog, swag, good shit. Honestly, Lockheed AC-130. This shit. We're putting that in the flaming. I'm tempted to put in global warming, but I do have to knock it down a peg because it is in the military. So we have to give it flaming. Like, look at it. Look at this. I'm assuming the shit it's shooting out is potentially hitting the ground and killing hundreds of people, but you know, it's sparkly. Fairchild Republic A-10 Warhawk Thunderbolt 2-1X 30mm GAU-8/A Gatling AGM/65B/D/G Maverick. Straight. Teleportation. Teleporting is kind of badass, don't you think? I've actually gotten into like really philosophical comments and conversations and shit about teleportation and how we think it works. Because me personally, I don't, in my mind, when someone's like transported or teleported somewhere, it's basically just like destroying the you that's there and then making a copy of you over to where you're being teleported to. But the problem is that in recent years, I've developed the concept of having a soul. That's a really funny thing out of context. I feel like there is something about me intrinsically, like in the environment, in the world, that would not carry over if I were teleported. So the thing that gets teleported would look like me, would sound like me, would have all my memories, would act exactly the same way that I would, but I wouldn't be there. My conscious wouldn't be there because that can't be carried over because that isn't data. That's not something that can be computated in a way that I can feel, that I can sense within myself. A bit fruity. And last but not least, the final piece of transportation that we are judging. Motherfucking legs. That's right, motherfuckers. I see you in my goddamn comment section. Look at this shit. You think I forgot about these? Who am I to deny people the joy of seeing me just go around like that? And the answer is that it's flaming. Because you, motherfucker, have 2 legs and are gay as shit. Unless you're an amputee or a paralyzed or something. I don't know. Assuming you have 2 functioning legs, that makes you a homosexual. And if you do not have 2 functioning legs, consider yourself lucky. All right, bing bang, boom, zib zob, zoobity bop, boom boom. Bye. Thanks for watching the video. That was it. I am gonna look at you. Don't leave. That was a good sequel, I think, though. Or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I haven't shot it yet. But I'm assuming if you've stuck around to the end here, then, you know, I did something right. Shout out to the patrons. Gordon, Hakaimono, Foxy Boy, Kylacray95, Jargy Roo, Theo Firefox, Serial Source, Beast King Barbaros, Uber Bounty, Joel, Aki, SF Serval, Squall, Noodle HD, and Phineas Former. And the Ko-Fi donors for 2024, Apple Deuce Dragon, Beast Turger, Bro, Jaribi, Theo Firefox, Gordon, Kakaro, Levy, Happy, Enjoy.tj, Uber Bounty, and Welcome the Wolf. That's all that we're doing this week. That's pretty much What the fuck? That's right, I'm a YouTube partner now, motherfucker. Make sure you install AdBlock while you still can. YouTube made the dumbass decision to associate with me on a financial level. I don't know why the fuck they did that, but they did, and now you can take advantage of it. Oh, but Camp, what's in it for me? Well, first of all, you get to support your local independent influencer, so that's a sense of charity in and of itself. You can spam little shitty emojis in my comment section. I'm just kidding, they're not shitty. Follow the artists, they're great. You also get a little badge with my face next to it. It's the Camp Doge for the first month, but then it goes on to like other ones. Like, you know how memberships work. Why am I explaining this shit? Fuck you. And as always, get your name read out like I'm doing right now. Johnny Bryson. That's the only one so far because I haven't really announced this anywhere yet. There's no real difference for what you get between Patreon and here other than you get emojis here because, you know, the YouTube integration shit. But if you don't feel like giving money to Patreon, then, you know, YouTube membership is a really great way to help them. YouTube memberships are a really great way to help me and the channel and shit and fuck. And it's $5 Canadian. That's only like 4 cents American, so it's a good deal. There's people already supporting on Patreon and Ko-Fi. I can assure you, like, nothing's gonna change. I'm still gonna post the exact same amount of shit there. The YouTube membership is only kind of here. I guess it's like a little bit cheaper, and you get the added bonus of emojis. Patreon is still the best way to do it because that's where I get the most like of the like split revenue shit from. But if you don't feel like navigating away from the YouTube page literally ever, you can just hit the join button below. I get money, we all win. All right, that's it for the video. Peace.